A very good morning and thanks for clicking on to the Monday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. What incredible scenes out of London yesterday afternoon and evening. We had stationary severe thunderstorms drop over 50 to 100 millimetres of rain, especially in the Suffolk and parts of Kent, Essex. We've seen funnel clouds. What incredible dramatic weather, and this has been the second major event for central London in as much as 10 days. So quite dramatic stuff, actually. And our thoughts, of course, are with folks who have received flood damage over the last 24 hours. I'm currently getting loaded out of Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire, so I do apologise for the bouncing around. They're actually loading pallets of fruit at the moment, so I'm going to be heading shortly up to Cumbernauld. But I didn't see any thunderstorms on my travels yesterday down to King's Lynn. Just heavy skies and not even any rain, actually. But incredible to think that really only about 50 miles further south there was significant flooding. So at the moment we've got an area of low pressure, one sitting on the Dutch or Belgian coast. This has been the culprit to producing all the activity over the southeast of the British Isles in the last 24 hours. We've got another system sitting over the North Sea. Relatively quiet at the moment, and of course we're going to start to see the showers developing in some areas as we go through the course of the afternoon, especially western parts and northern parts of the British Isles, parts of the Republic as well. We're going to see these showers and some thunderstorms embedded within them develop as we start to get the daytime heating going. 28 degrees yesterday in Armagh, actually. Another very, very warm day even yesterday. So the heat held on even yesterday, but I think over the next day or so we're going to see a significant drop off in temperature and a fresher feel to things as well. But in the sunshine further south, from Preston down towards central London, we're going to see more in the way of drier conditions, brighter conditions, and therefore we should see warmer conditions in response to that as well. But really, as we go through the course of the week, folks, low pressure and an increase in shower activity is definitely going to be the player. And you can see here a real messy picture as we go towards the middle portion of the week. Low pressure rotating in place over the British Isles, keeping showers and thunderstorms pretty active, widespread, possibly troublesome as well. More heavy rain in short spaces of time, and I think that is going to be the main focus throughout the course of this week. Eventually that area of low pressure will pull away, but there will continue to be a legacy of heavy showers on the rear of that area of low pressure. Then we'll start to pick up a kind of northerly feed. Now it's not going to be cold, but it is going to be a lot fresher as we pull in that air from the north here. So you're going to be talking about temperatures probably UK wide struggling to hit much above 20 or 21 Celsius, I think, through the course of the second half of the week. So actually in today's video I want to focus on August, because I should have the August outlook published on markvoganweather.com today. The CFSV2 is looking very, very interesting indeed in terms of the overall month, but actually the CFSV2 weeklies is also looking very interesting. So low pressure, no denying it, is going to be bang slap over the British Isles through the course of the next 7 days. This is the 7-day mean 500 millibar height anomaly chart, and you can see here exactly what's the case here. Week 2, so let's just quickly grab this. So week 2 is looking like this, and no change really from the previous couple of runs. Low pressure, the main axis, generally from about kind of northern France. Cool and wet has definitely been the theme. Yeah, we've warmed up considerably over France in the last 5 days or so. Of course, we've seen France's first 40 of the year just 2 days ago. But generally speaking, once again, the low will focus once again northern France, southern England, up into Scandinavia here. And this is a big deal, folks, for places such as Norway, Finland, Sweden, northwestern Russia, the Baltic states here, where it's been such a warm, dry summer. This, of course, will be welcome news. But even week 3, this is into the period, of course, the 8th through the 15th of August. Low pressure over the top, high pressure further south. So heat will become probably a little bit more pronounced from Portugal right the way across to Turkey. But I think we're going to have glancing blows here of low pressure further north here as we go forward here. So that takes us out to the middle portion of the month, and then high pressure does try to establish itself towards the end of the month here. Let's go back and look at the precipitation. You can see here week 1 is looking somewhat wet across the British Isles, and again into the areas that has been so warm. Week 2 looks like this, focusing on the heaviest precipitation further north and east. Slightly drier, if you notice here, across western Scotland, Northern Ireland, western parts of Ireland. Notice here a slight wetter than normal across the southeast of the UK here. And then in the week 3, again, wetter than normal here. So you kind of get the idea where the temperatures are probably going to go to here. So this is the period 8th through the 15th, of course. Wetter than normal across the top here, and I think this is very, very good news. I think given the type of summer it's been across Scandinavia in particular here. Finally looking at the 2-meter temperature anomalies here, and let's go back to week 1 here. You can see here cooler than normal with low pressure dominant, of course. Then you see here week 2, no change, persistency or consistency in the modelling here, indicating below normal temperatures. And this is going right to where I thought August would go. Even week 3, middle part of the month, and then you can start to see where we may start to see higher pressure developing and warmer conditions in response to that towards the end of August here. So let's very quickly have a look at what the model is looking at for the whole month in general. And look at that there, a below normal month of August. UK, Central Europe, once again for France. It's going to be one of the coolest summers actually for France in quite a while, which is quite interesting actually. And you can see the 500 millibar height anomalies looking like this here for the month overall. So that's it for today. Hope you have a great Monday, a great week ahead. And as always, I'll be back in the next couple of days with more. If you do like the video, please hit the like button and also subscribe. Bye for now.